go. Coconut carrot cake.
If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of If You Can Read, You Can Cook. My name is Lewis Morgan, and today we will highlight a book entitled The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, and then we will make a coconut carrot cake, one of my wife's favorites, and so I hope I can pull it off, but I think you all will enjoy it if I can. So we'll see how that plays out. So let's just jump right into the book. Again, it's The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, and she is a phenomenal author. This book was, this is a must-read book, probably every year. This is something that you would want to read. I know I'm going to read it every year, but it was a phenomenal book. Again, one of the best books I've probably read. Had a couple good books this year, but this probably ranks right there at the top. One of the takeaways from the book is not to let things outside of you gain control, because when you let things outside of you, be it a person, be it a thing, come in and control you, then you have lost control. And that is the definition of losing control, when you let things outside of you come in and control that. So she did a really good talk about really just allowing people to be who they are. People are, they're rude today. People don't speak. People are just on a whole different level. I'm not sure what it is, but people have changed in my life anyway, since I've, been growing up and becoming an adult. People have truly changed. So, and they don't mind coming in and interrupting, what you have going on, interrupting your joy, interrupting your happiness. So you have to let them. And the second takeaway from that was, in letting them do what they do, our response is key to make sure that even when they do something, that you don't go there with them. Because again, when people see that they can push your buttons and they can control you, they are absolutely going to do that every chance they get. So just really a good book, great book, when it talks about not allowing people to come in and change who you are. They can do whatever they want to do. Again, hence the title, Let Them. But you have to let them be who they are, and that's okay. But we have to remain the same. We cannot allow people to take us to a level that, where they are, be it low or high. We can't allow them to do that. So just go ahead and remain who you are. And it's a difficult thing. It's a very difficult thing. And that's why I love this book, because it does really do a great job of just saying, hey, allow people to do whatever it is they're going to do, because we can't control people. We can't control things. We can't control our past. We can't control our future, but we can control ourselves. We can control ourselves as it relates to how we respond in certain situations. And, again, once we relinquish that control to someone, it's just everything is going to be haywire. So again, great book to read. The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. Really good book. I challenge you all to go out there, purchase this book. It is going to be life-changing for you, I promise you. And try to, make plans to read it every year, because it's that kind of book. Thanks, guys. So we're going to jump right into the coconut carrot cake. Again, one of my wife's favorite cakes. I'm a carrot cake fan as well. So again, I hope this all comes together how it's supposed to, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, everyone, this is all of my ingredients for the cake. Yeah, it's a box cake mix. So I've always asked the question, when you say from scratch, and we're making all of this stuff, the only thing that's really different is we're sifting our flour and our sugar, and we're making the icing from confectious sugar and butter and cream. So if Betty Crocker has already done it, why not go ahead and just add 2 Betty Crockers, a mix in her icing? Just me. I can make all of this from scratch, but I just want to show people how easy it is to make it with just a little bit of addition. So don't knock me for this, but When I tell you I take this cake and people rave about it, I think the only people who would really know that this may be a box cake is a professional baker. I've taken it to some people who bake really well. They didn't necessarily know. So it's still going to be good at the end of the day, but I do have the box cake mix. Got the cinnamon, I got the nutmeg, I have the coconut. I'm gonna add Jell-O to it as well. I have the vanilla extract, I have butter, I have the pineapple, I have my eggs, and also I have the carrots and buttermilk. So the box mix, it calls for water and it calls for 3 eggs, I believe. So I'm gonna add the 3 eggs plus I'm gonna add 2 egg yolks. So that's gonna kind of make it a little more dense, and it's gonna be really nice. Traditionally people do use raisins. I'm not gonna use raisins this time. I'm not sure why. I do have raisins here, but I think a lot of the good carrot cakes that I've had, they don't have raisins in them. So I'm gonna kind of go away from the raisins and see how that works out for me this time. And then with the icing, I'm just gonna use the Betty Crocker icing. I'm gonna use a stick of butter and a thing of cream cheese. And it's going to, this is really sweet out of the container, but when you add the cream cheese and the butter, it really tones it down and it gives it a little bit of a tangy taste, but at the same time, it's really, really good. So I'm gonna put everything together. I'm gonna bake it and then put icing on it and we'll cut it and eat it and see if it's good or if it ain't.
If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything. Always knew I see a day like this. Blue skies, vanilla clouds, sun rays that gliss. Had a vision, I just pray he made it clear. That is a new look, a good book top with a chef's kiss. Took a while to embrace these gifts. Had to find my niche, had to take that risk. Had to work that whisk, had to use my wits to know that this ain't that, and that ain't this. Come on, if you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything.
All right, welcome back everybody. Here's the finished product. Coconut carrot cake. It's got some toasted coconut on there, put some walnuts on there. There's also toasted coconut and walnuts. I forgot to say the walnuts, but I didn't put raisins, but I did put walnuts in there. So unfortunately, have to come back and eat it in a couple hours because I have to let it sit in the refrigerator. So, but I'll be back, we'll taste it up and then give you a final taste test. All right, be back guys. Okay, welcome back everyone, and here is the finished product. We are going to taste it and see if Betty Crocker and I got a thing going on. Hope my wife don't find out, but if she do, I think she'll like it. If it turned out the way I think it turned out. So let's taste it and see. Yeah, somebody gonna have to tell me what the difference is between from scratch and just using, you know, a head start. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's a head start. It's nothing. This is all right. Yeah, really light. The icing is perfect. Oh man, it's not real sweet and doesn't have it's a different kind of thing going on with this one. It's not like the regular cakes that you buy in the stores and things like that. And I'm not just saying this because I made it, but this cake is really good. Love this cake. You gotta make this one. So again, I hope my wife don't find out, but I think if she do, she gonna be all right with this. So, all right, that does it for today's show. And I just wanted to also read an excerpt from the book when I looked at it before. So I'm gonna read this excerpt. It says, true power lies in our response. So again, you gotta let people be who they're going to be. You gotta let situations be what they're going to be. But your response is everything. So we have to, that's the thing that we can control most, is our response. So, and then it reads, the word choosing matters. You reclaim your power by choosing how you respond. This theory is a tool that helps you do it. And I would absolutely agree. Again, check the book out, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. Phenomenal, life-changing book. And remember, if you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. Thanks a lot, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything.